The Consumer Electronics Show, which happens each January, is a sort of tech wonderland for gadget lovers looking for the next generation of PCs, mobile devices, and all these modern must-haves. The show offers tons of great finds for small business owners who want to boost productivity or just simply upgrade their gear. Here to give us a look at some of the latest devices from this year's CES is Dana Wollman. She's the managing editor of Engadget, a web magazine with daily coverage of new gadgets and consumer electronics. It's great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
Thank you for going through that enormous show and finding the stuff that works for our small business owners.
Absolutely. I have a really fun job here. So I just want to give you a quick look at some of the hot stuff that we saw this past week.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so these are all different kinds of PCs.
Absolutely, yeah. So I brought the MacBook Air here for scale. Everyone knows the MacBook Air, and everyone thinks of it as really the quintessential thin and light laptop. But guess what? There are some newcomers here that really make the MacBook Air look like a lug. We have ones that are smaller, and we also have ones that are a lot lighter. So starting,
it's funny, right? It does suddenly look big. And, okay, so
this is really an optical illusion. So what we have here is the Dell XPS 13. It actually has the same screen size as the 13-inch MacBook Air, but there's sort of an optical illusion going on here where there are very few, there's very little border surrounding the screen. So you get this big, expansive screen, but in a size notebook that's actually more on par with an old-school netbook. So what that means for business owners is if you're a frequent traveler like I am, you have a much smaller machine that you can put in your bag. And look at this footprint here. Look how much space you're saving. You save a lot of space, and it's also just a lot lighter, too. So I think that's the real benefit for
What about expense?
You know, not bad. It starts at $800, which also beats the MacBook Air. And frankly, it beats a lot of other Ultrabooks and other ultra-portable laptops, too.
Okay, so then what's this one here?
So this one is from Lenovo. This is the new Levi series, and it is one of the world's lightest laptops. This one weighs just 2 pounds, actually, and it's the lightest touchscreen convertible laptop. So Lenovo actually makes one that's even lighter at 1.7 pounds. You're just giving up the touchscreen. But I almost want to hand this to you and just have you
see how light it is. I'm not going to believe it.
It really feels like a fake computer. Play with this.
Oh, it does. It feels like my kid's toy.
It does. It feels like there are no components inside, that it's some sort of mock-up or dummy computer, but actually it's very real and very fast, and the battery life is actually supposed to be on par with some much bigger, heavier machines.
That's amazing. I travel. I bring my computer everywhere. I
Me
would
too.
do a lot to have a lighter one.
Weeks like this at CES where I'm on the road for 9 days and I'm just carrying around a backpack all day, I would love to have something like this in my messenger bag and not have a heavier computer breaking my shoulders.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's move on. Is this a charger? What am I looking
This is actually a battery case for the iPhone. This is from a company called iBats. It is the...
Let's look with my phone. Oh, okay. So
yeah,
I just
absolutely.
take this out.
So what makes this one special is there are charging cases, but this one actually has a pop-out battery, and you can buy as many of these swappable batteries
But let me see how this
as you want.
Take my phone.
Yeah.
Is it heavy?
Not heavy at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the case. It's actually pretty lightweight.
That's
and
not heavy.
It does the iPhone justice because this is a thin phone, and you want kind of a thin case to go with it that showcases what a thin phone you have. So this is a pretty slim case, but what's nice is you get double the battery life, and in case your battery runs out, you can just pop this out and replace it with a new one. And you can find this very battery for as low as $11 on Amazon. So
that is great.
You can basically stock up and have endless battery life.
Because I had one with an extra battery, but it was enormous, and I finally just stopped using it because it was too big and it was too heavy.
It's enormous, and if you're like me, you not only forget to charge your phone, but you forget to charge the chargers.
Right.
And so for me, this would be really a godsend because...
You're doing it all at the same time.
It would be nice to just have a bunch of backup batteries and never wonder if I'm going to have enough battery life for my phone. I live on my phone when I'm traveling. I'm sure a lot of business owners do.
Absolutely.
Also.
Okay, now what do we have here?
So this is a new phone from LG. It's called the G Flex 2, and it is a curved screen phone. And you might wonder why the heck you need a curved screen phone, but actually it adds a lot of flexibility and durability to the device. So LG had a device like this before. The screen is now tougher than it used to be. One benefit of having this device here is you're going to cringe when I do this. I can bear down, I can put a lot of pressure, and I can flatten the device.
Right.
And it withstands that kind of pressure.
Okay.
So imagine if I'm dropping my phone all the time. It's just a much more durable phone than you're used to. Also, and this is sort of my favorite part, is it has this material on the back that's quote-unquote self-healing. So if I scratch it up like this,
it fixes itself?
Within 10 seconds.
Wow.
The last generation of this phone also did the same thing, but it took about 3 minutes. Now there's a little more of an instant gratification factor where within seconds.
Okay, so basically this is for the person who is just hard on their phone.
Hard on their phone, and if you're like me, you just take your phone everywhere, you live on your phone, and my phone, my personal phone, has tons of tiny scratches on it because I've dropped it a million times in the airport or wherever I've been traveling.
Got it, okay, and so what is this little tablet here?
This tablet is the Dell Venue 8 7000 series, and it actually won Engadget's Best of CES award in the mobile category for a few reasons, both because of how it looks and what it does. So first of all, it is extremely thin. I think it's the world's thinnest tablet at just 6 millimeters thick. It's well designed. It has this beautiful crisp display here that I think rivals the iPad's Retina display. This is an Android tablet, by the way. And it also has this very unique 3D camera setup on the back that might sound gimmicky, but actually allows you to do some cool things, including point the camera at something in a room and get a measurement of space. So without,
that's neat.
Yeah, without having to pull out a tape measure, let's say, if I wanted to measure space and see if furniture would fit there or something. So the camera is very useful. It's also fun.
Dana, thank you so much for walking that show and finding the great stuff that is helpful to us who didn't have a chance to be there and also, frankly, aren't that qualified to go and find out what's best there. So thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.